Today we're going to talk about how to get a penetrating side kick. Now what a lot of people do when they do side kicks, they deliver lazy side kicks. So they'll stand here like this, and what they'll do is they'll try to just bring the foot up like so. That's called a lazy side kick. And the reason why it's called a lazy side kick, because it just sort of flops up. Now the only time that's going to work is if you're fighting someone who's really slow, maybe a little bit slow in all areas of their life, and they walk up going, ooh, like this, and you can from there just slot the side kick in. So there might be a time for it where it's nice and quick, where you just slide it in. But if you come across anyone who's really good at Taekwondo, they're going to take that attack way out of action. And the reason why is because the foot's coming up virtually at an angle like so. So it's coming up in an arch, which means it's easy to block. You could just block, put your hand down on it. You can take it out of action by fighting with your hand there, and you can't deliver. I can go on my side, and it's going to be very much ineffective. So it could be effective in some circumstances, but let's give you a real penetrating side kick. It's going to be effective at all times. Now, side kick's like a jab. You wouldn't throw a jab like this, would you? You throw a jab like that. So throwing a jab like that is like delivering a side kick like that. So you're fighting like this. That's not going to work too well. So throw your side kick like the jab in a single plane movement. To get in a single plane movement, you have to bring the knee up so the foot goes straight in to the target. So I'll give you a couple of exercises and then I'll show you how to apply them. Exercise 1, stand close enough to the bag, and rather than just coming up and sipping the side kick, first of all bring the knee back, bring the heel up, and make sure the heel's aiming at the target. Up, kick, back, down. Up, kick, back, down. So what you're now getting is a side kick that can go over the top of an arm. That is hard to block. You can't pat it down because it's coming straight at you. You wouldn't pat a jab down. Very hard to pat down. So from here, the first thing is to have your foot about pointing 45 to be straight behind you, and from there up, in, down. Now another great exercise to really get that flexibility is to stand right up next to the bag. So your feet touching the bag. From here, and all you do is step back, up, in, down. So get your target, up, in, down. So if you're in a sparring and nice and close, you can actually, they don't think that you can kick them, and you certainly can't just flop the foot up. What you can do is come back, up, and hit straight under the ribs. From here, up, kick. So it's a nice close kick. It can also be used at a distance. So from here, if I'm way back here, from there, up, and I lunge in. From there, up, kick. So I can go over the top of their kick or over the top of any kick coming through, coming up, straight in. Another great way you can apply it is if you're right up against your target and they're charging you. So what you can do is step back, up, and as you're moving in retreat, as they're attacking you, what you do is you step back and kick. So there are 3 techniques I want you to practice. Number 1, stand next to the bag, practice knee up, always have your heel in line with the target. Don't bring your head out here, don't bring it back here. It's like the jab, you always have the jab in line with the target. It's in line with the target, up, kick. From there, up, kick. Second exercise, right against the bag. And what you do now is just step back, up, kick. And that's good for getting that flexibility in your groin area. And then you can do a defensive side kick where they charge you, so you get rushy up against the bag and step and kick back. So there's 3 little techniques, and get rid of the floppy side kick. If you can do these side kicks, then you can do the sloppy side kick if there's a place and time for it. Maybe if you're fighting a sloppy fighter. But if you're fighting a tight fighter, it's going to be very hard to hit him with sloppy side kicks. You can get him with nice penetrating side kicks. So make your side kicks penetrating, and they'll be very wary to be running into that.